Let's cut the nonsense for a second. Something broke after 2020. Not the economy, not the job market. Something inside us. We came out of that period slower, foggier, more distracted than ever. The world didn't just change around us. We changed with it, and not in the way we promised ourselves we would. You feel it, that quiet heaviness that sits in your chest when Sunday night hits and you realize another week passed and you did nothing. Not nothing. You were busy. You scrolled. You watched. You existed. But you didn't build. Every single year it's the same ritual. January 1st. New planner. New wallpaper on your phone. 2026 is my year. Except 2023 was supposed to be your year. So was 2024. And 2025. And every single time by March the planner is collecting dust. I'm not here to hype you up. Motivation is a drug that wears off before lunch. I don't sell energy. I sell mirrors. And right now I need you to look into one. You say you've been trying. Have you? Really? Or have you been doing that thing where you start something on Monday, feel great about it for 72 hours, then quietly abandon it when it gets uncomfortable? You started eating clean. Lasted 9 days. You opened that online course. Watched the intro and 2 lessons. You said you'd wake up earlier. Did it twice. Then your alarm became a suggestion. That's not trying. That's auditioning for effort without ever committing to the role. And I'm not saying this to insult you. I'm saying this because I was you. I know exactly what it feels like to confuse intention with action. I know what it feels like to lie in bed at midnight, swearing tomorrow will be different, while knowing deep in your bones that it won't be. Because nothing in your system has changed. And without a new system, you'll always get the old results. So let's start where it actually matters. Your time. You love saying I don't have time. It's everyone's favorite excuse. But let's do something uncomfortable. Let's actually do the math. 24 hours. Subtract 8 for sleep, and that's generous. Subtract 8 for work or school. Subtract 2 for eating, commuting, showering, being a functioning human being. That leaves 6. 6 hours. Every day. 42 hours a week. Over 2,000 hours a year. That's not a crack in your schedule. That's a canyon. A canyon you're currently filling with TikTok compilations and the same 4 apps in rotation. You have the time. You've always had the time. What you don't have is a system for using it. And that changes everything. And this is where most people check out. Because systems aren't sexy. Nobody posts their spreadsheet on Instagram. Nobody gets likes for meal prepping on a Sunday afternoon. Nobody applauds you for turning your phone off at 9 and reading for 45 minutes. Goals are the destination. Systems are the vehicle. And right now you're trying to arrive somewhere without ever getting in the car. Think about that. You've been sold this idea of balance. Work-life balance. Hustle but not too hard. Grind but make sure you rest. And look, rest is essential. But the version of balance most people practice is just another word for mediocrity. Every person you admire, every single one, went through a season where their life was wildly unbalanced. Where they said no to parties so they could study. Where they woke up at 5 and went to bed at midnight. Where they chose the uncomfortable thing over the easy thing again and again. That's not burnout. That's investment. And investments don't pay off immediately. They pay off later. When everyone else is wondering how you got so lucky. You're not just wasting time. You're building an identity you never consciously chose. Every hour you spend scrolling is a vote for the identity of a passive consumer. Every night you go to bed saying I'll start tomorrow is a vote for the identity of someone who never starts. Your brain, your incredibly efficient pattern recognizing brain, is taking notes. It's watching what you do, not what you say. And it's building your self-image based on your actions, not your intentions. But patterns can be rewritten. Identity can be rebuilt. 1 hour at a time. That's not a motivational quote. That's a mechanical fact. You built this version of yourself with repeated action. You can build a different one the same way. I got tired of my own excuses before they got tired of me. I looked at the gap between who I was and who I wanted to be, and decided the gap was my responsibility. Not the universe's, not my parents', not the economy's, mine. We live in the most resource-rich era in human history. You want to learn a skill. There are free courses from actual universities sitting on your phone right now. You want to start a business. There are tools, templates, and communities that will walk you through every step. The resources aren't the problem. The access isn't the problem. You are the problem. And the beautiful thing about that, it means you're also the solution. The obstacle and the answer live in the same body. Are you actually going to do something this time? Or are we going to have this exact same conversation in December? Then again next January. Then again the January after that. I'm asking you directly. 2026 doesn't care about your vision board. It doesn't care about your good intentions. It doesn't care about the version of you that exists only in your head. It cares about the version of you that shows up every day, especially on the days when showing up feels pointless. The world is still gray. It's still heavy. Nothing about that is going to magically fix itself. But you're adaptable, you're capable, you're smarter than your excuses, and stronger than your comfort zone. You are not a finished product. You are not your worst patterns. You are not the sum of your wasted years. You are what you decide to do next. And next can start right now. Not Monday, not next month. Now. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. Stop waiting for motivation. It's not coming. Stop waiting for someone to hand you the life you want. Nobody's offering. Start building it. One ugly, boring, unglamorous hour at a time. Are you in? Or are we doing this dance again next year? You tell me. There are two versions of you standing in the same body right now. One of them scrolls. One of them builds. One of them says tomorrow. One of them says now. And only one of them gets to exist 12 months from now. You don't need to change everything tonight. You just need to place one brick. One ugly, imperfect brick on a foundation that didn't exist yesterday. And then show up tomorrow and place another one. Are you in? Or are we doing this dance again next year? You tell me. If this hit something, subscribe. We go this deep every week. I'll see you in the next one.